Okay, today we're visiting the 1954 baseball card eye chives. Okay, so these were some that they went in and pulled out. They have the signatures and everything. And if you look in the back, you have all the information and a little bit of comics to give you a little bit more information about each one of the players. You know, usually it's about where they went to school, if they played sports in school, a little something about their family. So it's really kind of cool to look at and go see. So let me show you what I have here. Okay, Ruben Gomez. He was the pitcher for the New York Giants. Dick Rodowski. He was the pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Bill Wilson, outfielder for Chicago White Sox. Joe Haynes, coach for Washington Senators. Wow, haven't heard of that group for a long time, huh? Dick Week, pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Okay. Don Little, pitcher for the New York Giants. Jihashi Hurd, pitcher for Baltimore Orioles. Glenn Hermansky, outfielder for Pittsburgh Pirates. Robert Clements, outfielder for Brooklyn Dodgers. Bob Grimm, pitcher for the New York Yankees. Bill Skowron, first base for the New York Yankees. Mike Rabba, coach for St. Louis Cardinals. Not neat. They get their big face picture and then an action picture. That's always so cool to see. Okay. Paul Penson, pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Vern Law, pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jerry Lynch, outfielder, Pittsburgh Pirates. Lou Lemmer, first base, Philadelphia Athletics. Bob Zava, pitcher for the New York Yankees. Bob Talbot, outfielder for Chicago Cubs. Aji Gallen, coach for the Philadelphia Athletics. Sam Meal, outfield for the Baltimore Orioles. Kurt Roberts, second base, Pittsburgh Pirates. Ray Blaze, coach for the Chicago Cubs. Roy Sievers, outfield for the Washington Senators. Leroy Wheat, pitcher for the Philadelphia Athletics. Howie Fox, pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Al Smith, outfield for the Cleveland Indians. And Elson Howard, catcher for the New York Yankees. All right. Hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and be sure to check out the description in this video, as I have 3 books up for sale. 2 are true stories. One of the true stories was picked out by screenplay writer and adapted into a screenplay format for producers, and the other is a craft book for teachers grades K through 6. So check out the description, grab the ISBN numbers, that's what you need to order up the books, and then order them up at your favorite book spot. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, here we are checking the eye chives of 1954 for the top baseball players back then. Okay, so here you get a picture of the player, his face close up, a small little picture of him in action, his signature, and in the back they put a little information all about them and a little bit of comment as to what their career has done. You know, not all of them started out in baseball, so it gives you a little bit of background about their high school and if they played another sport before they came to baseball, all that good stuff. So there's always some extras in the back of the cards. So that's pretty good. Alright, here we go. Johnny Hoop, catcher for the Detroit Tigers. Camilo Pascua, pitcher for the Washington Senators. Mike Sandlock, catcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Jim Lemon, outfielder for the Cleveland Indians. Gil Hoggins, first base for Brooklyn Dodgers. Cool. Glenn Woodling, outfielder for the New York Yankees. Bob Keegan, pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. Bob Milliken, pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Dave Philly, outfielder for the Cleveland Indians. Hernie Manouche, coach for the Washington Senators. Okay, I know I didn't pronounce that one right at all. Jim Huggs, pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Leo Keeley, pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Hale Brown, pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Jack Hashman, pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. Tom Quarters, pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Bobby Kelly, coach for the Milwaukee Braves. Harmon Killebrew, second base for the Washington Senators. And Rocky Nelson, first base for the Cleveland Indians. Bill Glenn, first base for the Cleveland Indians. Andy Carey, third base for New York Yankees. Maury Martin, pitcher for the Philadelphia Athletics. Don Lunn, outfielder for the Detroit Tigers. Stun Miller, pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. Herman Wilmier, pitcher for Cincinnati Redlegs. What? Cincinnati Redlegs? Wow, when have you guys heard of that one? Cincinnati Redlegs. Now there's a story behind that one, huh? For sure. If you know it, share it with the rest of us. The first time I ever heard that group. Very interesting. John Hecky, pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Red Kress, coach for the Cleveland Indians. And Chuck Harmon, third base for Cincinnati Redlegs. Oh, another Redlegs. Wow, okay, so back in '54, I'm going to hear all about the Redlegs. I know nothing about them. Cool. Wow. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and be sure to check out the description in this video, as I have 3 books out for sale. 2 are true stories. One of the true stories was actually picked up by a screenplay writer, put in screenplay format for producers. So make sure you read that one before the movie comes out. Interesting. And then the other book is a craft book for teachers for grades K through 6. So grab those ISBN numbers, that's what you need to order up the books, and get yourself a good read at your favorite bookstore. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, here we have some baseball cards taken out of the archives of 1954. Alright, these are all the Topps baseball cards. And you get a picture of their face, a picture of them kind of in action, their signature, and then a little bit of information about them in the back. You know, whether they took sports in school, if they played other sports, maybe sometimes a little bit of family history in back there, you know, of other members who may have played and stuff. So, and the whole record right there. So they give you quite a bit of information. Of course, their number and everything they played. So here we go. Bill Costello, second base for Boston Red Sox. Herb Score, pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. Harry Aaron, outfielder from Milwaukee Braves. Steve O'Neill, manager for Philadelphia Phillies. Ben Wade, pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Harry Prakaski, pitcher for the Cincinnati Redlegs. The old team they used to have, Redlegs. Marion Fricano, pitcher for Philadelphia Athletics. Bobby Adams, third base for Cincinnati Redskins. Johnny Logan, shortstop for Milwaukee Braves. Jim Delsling, outfielder for Detroit Tigers. Bill Renna, outfielder for Philadelphia Athletics. Bob Boyd, first base, Chicago White Sox. Soli Hemus, shortstop for St. Louis Cardinals. Carl Schribb, pitcher for Philadelphia Athletics. Johnny Antonelli, pitcher for the New York Giants. Clem Labine, pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Bill Burden, outfielder for St. Louis Cardinals. Gare Alley, shortstop for Pittsburgh Pirates. Ray Hebert, pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Hank Buell, outfielder for New York Yankees. Harry Doris, pitcher for Chicago White Sox. Bill Bruton, outfielder for Milwaukee Braves. Thorne, keeper, pitcher for Philadelphia Phillies. Dwan Villett, pitcher for Baltimore Orioles. Dick Kokos, outfielder for Baltimore Orioles. Joe Coleman, pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Chuck Stubbs, pitcher for the Washington Senators. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more of these beautiful cards from the archives of 1954. And be sure to check out the description in this video, as I have 3 books up for sale. 2 are true stories. One of the true stories was picked up by a screenplay writer who adapted the book into screenplay format for producers. So you'll want to get a good read before the movie comes out. And the 3rd book is a craft book for teachers, all classroom tested for grades K through 6. So grab those ISBN numbers that you'll find right there in the description of this video and order them up at the favorite bookstore. Okay? Amazon has it if you're ordering online, but you can order it from any bookstore you wish. All right. Bye-bye now. All right, here we are today, checking out some of the archive baseball cards from back in 1954. Isn't that cool? That's the year I was born, so of course it's natural to do this. Just joking with you, but yes, I was born in 54. All right, so you get a picture of the player, a nice face picture of him in action, a signature. Then if you check the back and everything, there's a little bit of information. His scorecard, of course, and a little information about him. That's usually, you know, if they played the sport in high school, or if they played other sports, or if a family member had played the sports, or what got them to where they were. All right, so it's just a little extra information in the back of the cards, which is always kind of cool when you collect these cards. A little more insight, you know. All right, so here we go. Cott Deal, pitcher for St. Louis Cardinals. Don Leanhart, outfielder for Baltimore Orioles. Joe Presco, pitcher for St. Louis Cardinals. Ed and John O'Brien. Oh, cool. Couple of twins. Shortstop and second base for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cool, look at that. All right. Wow, to play both on the same team. That was lucky. Okay, Raleigh Hansley, Philadelphia Athletics. He was the coach. Don Johnson, pitcher for Chicago White Sox. Jim Robertson, catcher for the Philadelphia Athletics. Mike Blyska, pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Don Zimmer, shortstop for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Mike Fornellis, pitcher for Chicago White Sox. Alex Grammas, shortstop for St. Louis Cardinals. Bob Trice, pitcher for Philadelphia Athletics. Elmer Vallow, outfielder for Philadelphia Athletics. Tom Pokoski, pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. Bob Bokoski. Wow. Almost Forkowski. All right, outfielder for Cincinnati Redlegs. Another one of these Redlegs here. Carl Hodes, pitcher for Pittsburgh Pirates. Carl Olson, outfielder for Boston Red Sox. Carl with a C this time. Sawaski, catcher for Chicago White Sox. Bob Hoofman, infield for New York Giants. Mel Roach, infield for Milwaukee Braves. Tom Lasorda, pitcher for Brooklyn Dodgers. Wally Moon, outfielder, St. Louis Cardinals. Joe Jay, pitcher for Milwaukee Braves. Bill Wheeler, pitcher for Boston Red Sox. John Riddle, coach for St. Louis Cardinals. Dick Krykowski, first base for Baltimore Orioles. And Ruby Walker, coach for the Brooklyn Dodgers. All right. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. Oh, and there's a deer out in the backfield there. Look at that. I zoom right out in that corner there. There you go. A nice deer this morning. Alright, isn't that cool? That was just an extra bonus for you. How's that? Nature at its best. Early morning with the sun out. Come out to eat. Alright. Of course the cows are out there too. Where are they now? Oh, they're on this side of the tree. Right there. So it's easy for the deers to come out when the cows are out. Alright. Now let's get back to these cards. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little extra. That was just a bonus there. Alright, so be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and make sure you check out the description in this video, as I have 3 books I've written myself up for sale. 2 are true stories. One of the true stories was picked up by a screenplay writer and adapted into a screenplay format for producers, so you're going to want to read that one. Okay, and the other one happens to be a craft book for teachers for grades K through 6. Classroom tested, many years of testing in order to get the book right. Alright, so grab those ISBN numbers, that's what you need to order up the book. Grab the ISBN numbers and you can order it anywhere as you want from any bookstore. Okay, online, offline, whatever. Okay, bye-bye now. Alright, here we are bringing you some more. This is the last group of the 1954 basketball cards from the archives. Okay, they pulled them right out, made some more cards and bringing them right to us from 1954. So on these cards, you have their face picture, them in action, so they added a little action picture there, their signature, and then in the back, you get a little bit of information about them. Get their record score, fielding record, and you get a little bit of comments. You know, a little bit more about them, whether they played in high school, did they play other sports, is someone in the family famous for playing? You know, always some general idea as to why they joined baseball and what brought them to that point. Alright, so it's always good to get that extra little information. So all these cards have that as they pulled them from the archives. Alright, so here we go. Charlie Kress, first base from the Detroit Tigers. Al Sema, pitcher for Chicago White Sox. Don Hoka, infield for Brooklyn Dodgers. Grady Hatton, infield, Cincinnati Redlegs. That was quite the group, I guess. It's not something I hear about today. Redlegs. How many of you remember the Redlegs? If you do, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know how the team done. Alright. Angel Skull, outfielder for Washington Senators. Larry Jensen, pitcher for the New York Giants. Al Kaline, outfielder for the Detroit Tigers. Johnny Sayan, pitcher for the New York Yankees. Charlie Thompson, catcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Mickey Messilota, infield for Philadelphia Phillies. I'm a little French, so some of them are hard to pronounce. Paul Scrubber, coach for the Boston Red Sox. Fred Marsh, third base, Chicago White Sox. Ed McGee, outfielder for the Philadelphia Athletics. Bob Ball, pitcher for Milwaukee Braves. Ray Crone, pitcher for Milwaukee Braves. And Harry Rishi, coach for Baltimore Orioles. Wow. All right. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and be sure to check out the description in this video, as I have 3 books up for sale that I've written myself. 2 are true stories. One of the true stories was picked out by a screenplay writer who adapted the book in screenplay format for producers. So you're going to want to make sure you read that one and stuff before the movie comes out, because they always make it a little bit different. And the other is a craft book to help teachers for grades K through 6. They're only holiday crafts. That's all teachers got time for. And the book's all timed with how much classroom time is needed and stuff. So very helpful for the teachers. So if you're into donating to your local schools, that's a good way. Get them all some books. Pass them around to the teachers, and it'll save them a lot of time. A lot of prep time and everything else. You know, figuring out what craft they're going to do. There's plenty of crafts for each one of the holidays. Alright, bye-bye now. Grab those ISBN numbers now. They're right there in the description, because you need the ISBN numbers to order up some books. So grab the ISBN numbers and then order from your favorite bookstore, whether it's online or offline. You need those ISBN numbers. Okay, bye-bye now.